Hey guys, good morning. So I'm here under my tarp. I've got the Chameleon. I had the top cover on it last night. It was going to be the coldest night that we're out here. Forecasts ranged from anywhere from the high 20s to the mid 30s, depending on where you were finding the source. It definitely got down into the 30s, but I had that 0-degree incubator down here. I've got the ghost pepper inside at 20 degrees and then this top cover, and I never got cold at all. So I've got the tarp set up with the pullouts on it. Gave me a little bit more room in there. And over here for Justin's setup with the underground quilts, I have the argon sock that I went ahead and put on for him last night. The first night we didn't use that, but last night we did, and he didn't get cold at all, so I'm thinking it worked out pretty well. So everyone was over here at a little fire pit finishing up breakfast. I've got another cup for coffee on right now. So how'd you sleep, Justin?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Did you get cold? No. Mike, what about you? Did you get cold?
It was a bit chilly.
A bit chilly?
A bit chilly, especially around 5 a.m.
It was a bit nipply. So tell us about your visitor last night.
So at about 12:30, I had a little four-legged friend decided he wanted to come hang out. Ran down the side of the hammock. I caught him out of the corner of my eye, and I was able to knock him off of my knee. So I don't know if it was a mouse or chipmunk, but he went and found somewhere else to sleep.
How'd you sleep last night, Ryan?
Pretty good. It was warm.
Warmer than the first night?
Yeah.
Cool.
No cold back.
Yeah, so we had found out that he had a little bit of a air gap in his underquilt, and I think fixing that really helped him get a little bit warmer sleep. So up here is that waterfall. So I'm gonna take you guys up there and show you that. Just down the trail from camp. I mean, camp is right over my shoulder right there. You come to this little spot right here where you're below the falls. So the falls is still up there, but you've got this little slide here, and you've got this that slides down. And I'll tell you what, if this was summertime, that is where I would be. Man, nice little pool right there. And that pool is right off of camp. Camp is right over there. Here comes Justin. But that would be a glorious spot to spend the day. So we'll walk up here and go up to the other falls. So this one kind of comes down, kind of comes into this little pool here. Still would be a good, cool spot to hang out, a little bit deeper. We're up here at the upper part of the falls, just finishing climbing over last couple logs. There's some blowdowns up here, probably all from the hurricane that had come through. So here's the waterfall. Pretty awesome. I really like the little cascade there at the bottom, just the little rivulets of water kind of falling off. Pretty awesome. So I just took down the underground quilts tarp with the mesh snakeskin from Hammock Gear, and it was completely dry. Everything was dry. We set up the tarps last night, and so the wind, them being up, everything's nice and dry there. But what I do notice is if you look at my snakeskin, which is hanging up right here, I don't know if you can see this, but you can see little water droplets inside. You can definitely see it there. So the water inside of here has not dried out, which to me shows that the mesh snakeskin is a better choice if you're in a wet environment where it's going to be drying out each day. So just that's just my first little experiment there. Both of them were set up in rain. Both of them were taken down while it was raining, or when it had just stopped raining, but everything was still soaked. I didn't dry off the tarps at all. I did notice that as I rolled the tarps up after the snakeskin was on and I rolled the snakeskins up to store them, quite a bit of water did come out of both of them. But this is the telling part for me, is that there's still a lot of water inside of this snakeskin. So it's going to be tough to get that dry because there's nowhere for the air to really flow. So we were just walking along, and there was a spot where along the cutout edge here of this road, this little old logging road that we're walking on, you could see, I'd say probably 1,000 different layers where, you know, at some point there had been a shift in the ground, and so you could see all the layers exposed, and they were on a diagonal. So we were just thinking that, you know, it'd be nice to have Sherpa Man with us with his geology degree. He could help us figure out how old that stuff is. So we've come down quite a few stairs, and we've got a lot of stairs we're going to be going up later today. What are we at now for the downstairs, or for up?
Up, it's only 50.
We're at 50 stairs climbing so far. So a lot of places where you would normally just climb up a hill, they've got stairs. And so we've just come down quite a few stairs, well over 100 to get to this river here. But take a look, we've got the river, we've got this nice bridge, and then if you look in the woods on the other side of the bridge, we've got a line of stairs just going straight up. So beginning of some of the stairs we've got to come. You guys ready for some stairs?
Yeah, fun!
Fun. All right, so we are about 12 miles into the day, maybe a little bit more than that. And what did you guys think when you came around the corner? When you saw what you saw? What did you think?
Again.
Not again? What did you think, Ryan?
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many stairs have we climbed so far today?
412.
412 stairs, and those are just the stairs that we've come up, not the hills, just the stairs. And then we've gone down probably an equal number, and then we come around the corner. This is what we see, and it goes as far as you can see. This is the beginning of what's called Heartbreak Ridge, and I'm not going to say the number out loud because these guys don't remember how many stairs are there. We'll talk about that when we get to the top, if we make it to the top. So what do you think of that first part, Mike?
Pretty stout. I counted 122.
Here comes Mike. It's a nice backdrop, but whew.
That's a killer, man. But I guess I missed some. I only got 257. I'll take that though.
How much is the speed?
290.
302 is what
I thought it
the map
was
says.
202 going down.
No, it's 302 coming up this side, 294 or something like that, the other side.
Well, I only counted man-made steps, so.
Alright, so what are you at now?
A lot.
600. $68 something.
guys, so we made it to camp tonight. We just got over Heartbreak Ridge. It literally ends right over on the other side of this bridge over here. Right over this way is the river, and then that way is the lake. You can see the lake glimmering over there. I've got my setup here. I've got the chameleon, just kind of lounging right now, chilling out a little bit. It's been a good day, 13.5 miles or so. Got Justin back here behind me in his. Got Beekeeper and Ryan setting up over across the other side of the fire pit. I don't think we're gonna have a fire tonight. We had one last night, but it's been a decent day. Justin did really well. His back was bothering him a little bit. Gave him a little bit of ibuprofen and seemed to pick up. And really, it was a good 13.5 miles. He wasn't really feeling bad until probably 8 miles in. So decent day. And then after the ibuprofen, you know, he and Ryan started rocketing down the hills and putting some distance between Beekeeper and I. So it was good. It was a fun day. Pretty strenuous at times. Haven't been showing you guys a lot of views out here because there really haven't been that many views. And we're out here at a time when there would be views if there were going to be some, because there's no leaves on the trees. You come out here in spring, summertime, there's not going to be any views whatsoever. And this is going to be your view, trees, because that's about all you really see. You get up on some ridges and you can kind of peek through some of the trees and see a ridge line out in the horizon, but it isn't like going out to the Appalachian Trail where you're up on high mountain ridge lines. High is a relative term. I know those in the Rockies are going to laugh at me saying high, but you know, relatively speaking, higher mountains where you get those vistas of the layers and layers of mountains out in the distance with the smoky haze out there. You just don't get that out here. What you're given though is a great trail and a lot of fun. We've been enjoying it. So we have a couple of good meals planned for tonight. I think 3 of us are having the Packet Gourmet shepherd's pie. Justin's got some beef stroganoff he wants to do, and we've got some margaritas that I need to start mixing up because I am thirsty, and I think we earned them. So we made up some margaritas, some Packet Gourmet margaritas, packed in some tequila. Used the last of it for tonight, so I don't have to even carry it out tomorrow. What do you think, Mike? How's yours?
Yeah, delicious.
Awesome. How is it, Ryan?
You got some floaties, but other than that.
It's not my fault there's floaties.
I know.
So it's a Packet Gourmet, stuff from the happy hour. Always awesome on the trail. Pack in a little bit of tequila and it makes for a good time at camp. What do you think, Justin? How's the tequila?
It's pretty strong, you know.
Yeah.
Never had it before, but I mean, it's you know, it's nice on the trail at camp, you know.
So how's your first backpacking trip been?
Painful, but it's good. It's fun.
Painful? What's been painful?
My back.
Just your back?
Just my back.
And you want to know the reason for that? It's because you're too skinny.
Yeah.
So we can't cinch
The back.
the hip straps won't cinch down enough to put the weight
No,
on your
I think
hips.
I have, you know,
So
a
it's
weird shaped back too. So.
well, no, it's because all the weight's on your shoulders, and so it's compressing your spine, and you're now an inch shorter than you were when we started. Isn't that what you wanted? You wanted to come out here and become shorter?
Oh.
You're already the shortest one of your friends by what, over a foot?
Something like that, maybe.
And grab a spoon, grab a seat for lemon cheesecake time.
That it is. Brilliant.
So yeah. So now we got to get this water going. Here's fuel. That's good. It's gonna be a good boil. So give you a close to an hour.
I did right at 3/4 and then brought it right to a boil.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. I did 12 ounces of water.
Okay, so So grab your water, get everything ready to rock and roll. Oh, it went out.
All right, so all three of us have the same meal we're gonna be cooking tonight, and I'm gonna start mine now because I'm pretty hungry. I've got Justin's meal's already in the cozy, rehydrating. He's behind the camera right now, and I've got the shepherd's cottage pie from Packy Gourmet. So I'm gonna open it up, take a look inside, see what we got to do here. It looks like we're gonna start by doing the potatoes. So, cooking bag cheddar mashed potatoes. That sounds pretty good. So there's the, it's like little mashed potato balls.
Hot funny.
I guess I need to take the desiccant out of there. You get a bunch of grown men out in the woods, and that's what happens.
I'm glad the dust gets there, otherwise you'd have stale balls.
That's right. No one wants stale balls. No one.
No one.
All right, so now I've got to add 3 ounces of cool water. So we're gonna do this. I'll get this thing going. We'll come back and take a look at it. So I've got the cottage pie down here. The main ingredients of the actual cottage pie are in here. So those are all in there. I've got the broth right here, which also needs to go in there. Then I've got the water on, getting ready to boil. Over here are the mashed potatoes, which have the cold mix in them. Once the water's boiling, 2 ounces go in there, 9 ounces go in here. And there are the instructions. And there's an empty glass that used to, or an empty cup that used to have margarita in it. But this is dinner, so I'm hungry. It needs to hurry up. So Justin, how's that beef stroganoff?
It's really good.
Really good?
Mm-hmm.
So compare it to what you had last night.
I like it a lot more than the chicken Alfredo.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's cool.
I don't know. I mean, I like the chicken Alfredo, but this is just way better to me. So.
Okay. So a lot goes into putting these Packy Gourmet meals together. Is it worth it?
Definitely worth it.
What do you think, Ryan? Is it worth it?
Well, this one I'll let you know when I eat it.
Okay.
The other ones, yeah, it's been worth it.
So I think mine's pretty much ready. Got it down here in my cozy. So it's 2 pieces. First are the mashed potatoes, and they look pretty well done. And then you've got the main piece, the shepherd's cottage pie. So now what you do is you take the 2 of these, mix them together, and eat them. So I'm going to mix them together, and you guys come back and take a look. So I've got the shepherd's pie down here. Put in the mashed potatoes, and I'm going to stir it up. Kind of thickens it up. Now I'm going to let it sit and actually thicken a little bit before I eat it. I probably added a little bit too much water, but because I did 12 ounces and it was actually 11 ounces that I needed, but what the heck. I had the water and it was hot and it was boiling, so we did it. Now I gotta live with it. But it'll taste good though. So I've got the Packy Gourmet shepherd's cottage pie here. I've been eating it, it's pretty good. Everything seems to be rehydrated now. It's either the beef or the peas weren't quite rehydrated when I first started. But I went ahead and let it sit for a little bit longer, stirred it up some more. It seems to be good. I wouldn't say it's my favorite of the Packy Gourmet meals that I've had, but it's pretty good. After a long day hiking, it's gonna hit the spot. We'll wait and see how these guys like theirs after theirs is done. But I'm gonna eat mine first. All right, so the cottage pie, the shepherd's pie. What's the verdict?
It's good. It's good. I think maybe a little bit more dwell time than the 12 minute or.
I think it says 15,
15.
but I agree. I think I pulled mine off at 15. There were still some hard chunks.
Green beans.
I think leaving it in for another 5 minutes probably would have been perfect.
Yeah, the peas are the only thing that aren't really done much.
It was, yeah, I think that was what it was with me, was the peas as well. Maybe a little bit of the beef, but most of the peas. Tastes pretty good.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You guys been doing Pack a Gourmet the whole trip.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you guys do the first night?
Tortilla soup.
Tortilla soup, and then
Tortilla soup.
what'd you have for dessert?
We didn't have dessert first night.
It was just
Okay.
not.
And then last night was the
The pasta.
pasta beef bolognese, or
Yes. And that was good as well.
yeah, I got to try it because I'd had the one that's the market pasta pescante or whatever it's called. It doesn't have the beef in it, and I thought it was a little bit too zesty, a little bit too herby. But the beef one was actually pretty good. And then you guys had some dessert last night.
We had banana pudding last night.
Now I'm talking about like you shared one. You each had a banana pudding.
We each had a full one.
Awesome.
There's no playing around when it comes to dessert.
So is that the same tonight?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What is it tonight?
Lemon cheesecake.
Lemon cheesecake.
Yeah.
Man.
It tastes pretty close. It's weird.
So I brought that cookie for Justin and I yesterday, but I don't have crap for tonight. We'll just sit and enjoy the fire. Did you hear that, Justin? I didn't bring you any dessert tonight. Got some neighbors over here now. Got a marmot tent, and it looks like an REI tent set up over there. They got a fire going. We're just sitting over here by ours, hanging out, eating.